So to orient you, there's Notre Dame. We started right there, walked along the edge of the river, went to this bridge, and we walked straight up. We just made a big loop, right? Now what I want you to do is not go straight up this street. We're gonna go just right over to that one, right next to it, okay? And then once you're on that street, the rest of the walking tour is almost like a straight shot. So it's super easy. Coming over here, just dropping down onto this street right here. What does location mean? Rentals, they do bike rentals here. Rue de Bièvre. It's a nice quiet street for us to talk on. So what we are going to do is we're going to go back in time again. At this point, the Huns have avoided Paris, but now the Franks, they have this permanent presence in the east and in Ile de France between about 470 and 480 AD. And what they did was they ended up cutting off the traditional commercial relations to Paris. So now, with food shortages, a period of famine sets in. So quiet. Geneviève then goes to Arcis-sur-Aube to negotiate some supplies. This little park, by the way, is dog friendly. It's totally hidden. So she goes up to Arcis-sur-Aube and she requisitions some boats, goes up the Seine, and negotiates the necessary wheat right there on the spot. And now, oh, look at that, right? What's my saying? Always look up. That's going to be spectacular this spring and summer. So now we're in the 5th arrondissement. And this whole district bears her name, from the abbey where she's buried to the hill where the Pantheon stands today. All is related back to this patron saint of Paris. I'm going to cross this busy street and continue walking up. So this might look confusing, but really the goal is to go straight. This street goes left, that street goes left, this one goes straight. So that's why we're kind of cutting over so that we can continue to go straight. This is the Maubert Market Square. Another way that you know you're going in the right direction is this is where we're going, the Église Saint-Étienne-du-Mont. Up the hill we go. Just keep walking straight and you know you're on the right path right there. I just was stopped by the cutest older lady. Like, she literally stole my heart. She's so sweet. Oh, I love it. Good door alert. This one. Okay, let's take advantage of this. So at this point, Paris and the whole of France recognizes Geneviève as their protectress. And so the Parisians take on this habit. Each time there's a flood or a drought, war, epidemic threatening them, they walk the reliquary, I can't say that word either, of the saint. Reliquary. There we go. I swear my brain gets mixed up and muddled now between the two languages. Look how cute that is with the ivy. Fun fact, do you know what these are for? Your nicer buildings have these. Some of them are really fancy. You know that the fancier they are, the nicer the house is on the inside. They were to protect the edges of the building from the wheels of the coaches when they were being drawn in by horses. So we're still walking straight. Look, these guys. So where I just left off was that you've got Paris picking up this habit of going to Geneviève anytime that there's something major wrong, right? But then a whole protocol governed this ceremony. And I find this really fascinating. The day before they would go to Geneviève, they would fast. And when the day came, the bells of all the churches of Paris would ring. Then a procession made up of religious orders, so the Bishop of Paris, the Parliament, the Court of Accounts, and a few others, marched from where we're at, the Saint Geneviève mountain, to Notre Dame de Paris. So they went from here to Notre Dame, and then after a large mass, the procession would make the trip back up to right here, to this church. So our story from this standpoint is rather unfortunate. The reliquary, I can see it right on the first time around. It was decorated with gold, silver, diamonds, and stones. It was supposed to be just beautiful, and it was melted down during the French Revolution to recover those precious materials, and the contents burned on the Place de Grève and scattered into the Seine River. So there was elements found in the crypt of this old Saint Geneviève church, which no longer exists. It was placed here in this church in 1803. And these are the last relics visible in Paris of Saint Geneviève. So right now we are at the church Saint-Étienne-du-Mont. This is a great church. It's a blend of Gothic and Renaissance styles. It's considered one of the most remarkable churches in Paris. Come around to the front. There's this choir screen in here. I believe it's called the Joubert. And it's the only one that you can see in Paris. And the stone is so finely cut that it looks like lace. There's our sunshine. Saint Geneviève died in 512 AD at the age of 89, and her body was placed here in a stone sarcophagus. And we are going to go inside the church. quite literally have the entire church to myself right now. And a little surprise for you guys. Right across.